Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. So guys, in today's video we are going to cover Pepe, its recent price action, and of course on the top of that we are going to cover a couple of interesting charts for BTC and altcoins as well. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. But now guys, let's hop into Pepe itself. So that is a 4-hourly time frame, guys, and as you guys can see, Pepe is trying hard to push through that level of resistance that is currently sitting at 15164 zone, and looks like on the 4-hourly time frame Pepe has enough of powers on stochastic RSI to see the further pump and finally break through that resistance over here, right? So now let's actually switch it to the daily time frame. Also, before we are actually going to switch to the daily time frame, as you guys can see, Pepe is actually perfectly holding that support over here, temporary support, and to me, even if we would dip lower, you know, hopefully Pepe is going to stay on that support level. Nevertheless, let's now actually check the daily time frame, guys. So as you guys can see, Pepe is already in that range or overbought territory. However, that is not necessarily bad, because, you know, Pepe could technically stay for a while, you know, on the daily in that zone, especially given the fact that Pepe is actually #1 meme coin for this cycle, I believe. And nevertheless, guys, as you guys can see on the weekly stochastic RSI, Pepe is actually building up that momentum. So now you're probably thinking if it's too late to get into Pepe. Well, I was getting into Pepe roughly over here, right? And you guys, some of you actually were saying that I'm crazy, right? But there you go. This is how crazy I am. And of course, I don't want to sound arrogant, because nobody is right 100%. However, in this particular occasion, I can basically say that I was right. Nevertheless, guys, when I'm going to sell Pepe, probably over here. And now some of you are saying in the comments below that Pepe is going to see, you know, $1, Pepe is going to see 100x, right? So that brings me back to CoinGecko. And if we are going to look at CoinGecko, guys, Pepe is actually sitting at 6 billion in terms of market cap. So in my opinion, 10x, you know, is definitely possible, right? And like waiting for 50x, I wouldn't necessarily advise. But obviously I'm not financial advisor, so nothing in this video is financial advice, in fact. However, you know, waiting for 100x in here is not necessarily, you know, smart move. So let's actually cover holders for Pepe. All right, the last update we had, that was on the 23rd of May, and on the 23rd of May we're sitting at 226k, 333 holders, and as of today, 25th of May, we are sitting at 227k, 649, which gives us 1315 new holders in the last 2 days for Pepe. So that accumulation is happening. And now, given the fact that Pepe is actually, you know, meme coin that's built on Ethereum, and obviously we saw those bullish news, you know, if it comes to ETFs for Ethereum, Pepe could, you know, see potentially more than 10x. However, I would like to stay on the safer side rather than waiting for these magical 50 or 100x that might never gonna happen. But anyways, guys, let's actually have a look at inflows. All right, so as of yesterday, 24th of May, we do have 251.9 million USD if it comes to inflows to BTC. And now actually let's check a BTC chart quickly. All right, so let me switch it to the 4-hourly time frame so we can actually see what is going on, right? So after that recent dump, let's say, BTC found support at 66k, and now we are experiencing a bullish momentum. However, BTC got rejected from that level of 69k as a resistance, and now it looks like BTC is gearing up for potentially next move upwards, right? Now actually let's have a look on the daily, guys, for BTC, what's going on. So even if BTC is going to dump further, I don't necessarily care that much, because again, if we would dip further, that would be a perfect opportunity to buy, I would say. And now coming back to the weekly chart, as you guys can see, BTC is gearing up for the next move on a weekly time frame. So of course, you know, there might be a fluctuation in terms of price on the daily and obviously for hourly chart. Nevertheless, the bigger picture is, you know, BTC is preparing for the pump. And what is going to come with that, if I'm going to compare Pepe's chart to BTC, as you guys can see, Pepe is actually following perfectly, you know, BTC's price action. So that's good to see. And if BTC is going to, let's say, hit 80k, 90k, this is the time when I'm actually anticipating to get out of my Pepe. But I'm going to let you know here on the channel. And now, guys, looking at liquidity heat map on a weekly time frame, we can see that liquidity is in the area of 72k for BTC. So price of BTC could technically spike. And now, guys, shout out to trader Grade. So that is a daily chart, guys. All right, Bitcoin is retesting a descending trend line while DXY is retesting an ascending trend line from a head and shoulders pattern breakdown. In this setup, DXY will be rejected to go higher. BTC will be sent again from the support trend line. So guys, once that DXY is going to be rejected further from that resistance, then BTC is going to spike towards the upside from that support zone. So that is looking bullish. And also on the top of that, shout out to the scalping pro. Bitcoin got rejected, BTC is facing some resistance near range high, expecting some consolidation near the mid range, 65,000 before another leg up. So guys, in this range, whatever is happening, please remember that this reaccumulation phase is basically designed for us retail investors to be shaken out of the markets and being shaken out of our bags for BTC and any other altcoin in fact. So please remember that. And now shout out to El Crypto Pro. Altcoins. One of the biggest alt seasons is just around the corner. BTC dominance has been in a bearish triangle for 7 years. ETH ETF was approved. We have all the ingredients you need. You know what happened in 2017 and 2021? The calm before the storm. As you guys can see, that monthly candle is red, and I do believe that the second one is going to be red as well, and that is going to come with what? Well, I believe altcoin season. And now altcoins will pump hard. Each time the altcoin market cap tests the bull market support band, it has proven to be perfect opportunity to accumulate altcoins. Price flipped the bull market support band back in October 2023. And since then, altcoins have been in a solid uptrend. In this bull cycle, a price is testing the bull market support bands for the first time after the recent correction. If the support holds, altcoins are going to see a massive leg up soon. So guys, let's have a look at that chart, guys, all right? So this is where we are at the moment. We have obviously broken out of that accumulation zone, and this is the boredom phase again. Nevertheless, this is exactly the same time where we are at the moment in this cycle. So I do believe that patience is going to be rewarded over here, and we are going to see some spike in terms of altcoins, okay? So buckle up, ladies and gents. And now, if we are going to look at this simple chart for altcoins, that is perhaps easier to understand. So as you guys can see, this is where we are at the moment in this choppy action before we are going to fully enter that rectangle of only up territory for altcoins. And as you guys can see in a previous cycle, that was exactly the same case. Many people were shaken out at this point and they let go on these massive gains. And now shout out to Titan of Crypto. So that is a monthly chart, guys, and that is fixed range volume profile. So Titan of Crypto is saying that scenario 1 is happening again. So let's actually first of all have a look at scenario number 1 in the previous cycle. So as you guys can see, we've got that VHS, obviously that stands for a volume, right? However, if we are going to look at that pinkish bubble and then blue bubble and compare it with these bubbles at the moment, this is the same price action that is brewing over here. So I do believe that this green bubble is going to be the continuation of scenario number 1 from the previous cycle. And now imagine being a sideliner when the most bullish pattern in the history of the game is playing out. Altcoin season 2024 is about to start. Fasten your seatbelt. So guys, let's first of all look at the previous breakouts, right? So we had the breakout, right? And then boom, parabola. Then we had breakout, parabola. Then we had breakout, parabola. And also if you are going to look at MACD, guys, these MACDs are pretty much doing the same pattern, you know, that sideways price action and boredom, right? And that is the calm before the storm, I believe, all right? Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching that quick update. I hope that you have guys enjoyed it, and I wish you having a great day. Peace and love crypto, everybody.